Recording in progress.
Yeah.
Woo-ish. That's right. That's how you should do every
Hey.
Woo-ish.
Ish.
Is that
There's
this
not
one's
enough
mine
of
then?
me. I don't know if we haven't exchanged cooties by now.
Okay. Cheers. Salud
Salud.
to the Pisces new moon, y'all. Coming up in a couple days. I guess I don't need to say exactly when because people will be watching this.
On March 10th,
Mm-hmm.
right with daylight savings time, it is the end of the astrological year. And that's kind of what's happening. Penny, come here.
And tonight, in honor of Pisces new moon, we are drinking sake.
Sake.
And let me explain to you
Come here. All right, let me get the
long walk for this short drink of sake
Okay.
that I went through to determine that sake is a Pisces drink.
Okay.
Pisces are the fish, the two fish,
Yes,
right? Swimming
right.
in opposite
Water
directions. Sake is rice wine. And where is rice grown? In the water.
Oh, I didn't
in
know
the
that.
Rice paddies.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, so there you go.
I was wondering why that came up.
Yeah,
All
there it
right,
is.
there we go. Mm-mm-mm.
There you go.
All right,
Having
so
it
here we are.
chilled, which I think is my first time having chilled sake.
Way better than hot.
I like it warm.
No.
I don't know.
All right, you can heat yours up. This is tolerable.
Not really, because you have to like put, you can't like pop it in the microwave
Oh, why not?
because it ruins it.
Why?
Microwaving alcohol, it like ruins
No.
alcohol. You know what I'm saying?
I know. There's science behind it being ruined, other than just warm alcohol generally isn't a
No.
pleasant
I
experience.
just feel like you can't microwave alcohol, right?
I guess
Just like you can't overheat alcohol because it cooks it out.
yeah, the only hot alcohol that's good is like that wine stuff at Christmas.
Right, but you can't make it too hot. Like if you get it,
It like boils it off like a
Mhm.
sauce.
which wouldn't happen in the microwave, but I don't know, it just doesn't seem right. It seems like it's not the right thing to do. I'm not gonna do it.
Okay. All right.
Right.
Well, I could heat up. I don't know what you want me to do.
No,
You
I
want to
don't.
like double
Nope.
broil?
I'm just gonna drink it.
We
Here
could do a double boil situation with like a little
that's what
pot.
you're gonna
Okay.
say, but
Yeah.
maybe on the next bottle of sake.
That's a weird noise. Yes.
Pisces new moon. So I've been feeling the Pisces energy, and I don't think I realized it until I was like reading all about it today.
What is the Pisces energy that you've been feeling?
It's all about like daydreaming, transcendental states, things unseen, like hidden things,
Inner light.
subconscious
And
things.
yeah.
Where am I? And I think it's because I'm like a little hungover, and I think that that's just the right place to be.
And I just got my period, so we're like right there. A little in myself.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Like a little
Yeah.
daydreamy. It's actually perfect. I usually, and this is a nice thing because I'm usually pretty pissed when I'm hungover and like feeling foggy.
Yeah, irritable.
I just don't like it.
Right.
I'm down on myself. I'm like, I shouldn't have done that because I know I'm gonna feel like this. But now with Pisces energy, I'm embracing it.
This is that's one of
It's what
the
I was
things
called
in my
to do.
notes. It was honor how your body is being called.
Intuition.
Right.
It was an intuitive pull to drink a little too much so
Yeah.
that I could be just right for our Woocast this evening.
I like it.
Yeah.
And that's probably why my period started.
I'm loving it. Yeah.
It was super late and my tracking app is super concerned.
We should really do something about
No, they were like,
this.
you probably have PCOS. Like, I've noticed that these are irregular. No, I'm just really irregular in recording them, but thank you for your concern. I appreciate it. But it did start today.
Well, congratulations.
And I got that good incense that we need to burn.
Yeah, we gotta burn that.
For Pisces energy, I was like aura cleansing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's exactly, yes.
Right?
Yes.
It's supposed to be like, take stock, what's no longer serving you, let it go.
Yeah.
Surrender is a big theme. That's what I remember. So I'm gonna go light some incense.
Yeah, do it.
Mm-hmm.
I was reading that it's a new moon, right? New moon's like time for setting intentions and starting new things. But when you bring in the Pisces energy, you just have to make sure that you're not getting too in your head and too analytical and too list of things that needs to happen. No, it's all about feeling it, feeling the vibe and listening to your intuition. It's all about, visualizing. You can make a ritual out of visualizing your perfect relationship or your perfect house, something that you want to manifest, but you really want to bring it into your mind's eye and do an internal meditation and really feel, what does it smell like there? What does it feel like? What are the sights and the sounds? And use that Pisces magic to help
Engage
you
your senses.
manifest and start and set those intentions. So thinking about what kind of fun,
Creativity.
creative things you want to,
Big thing.
if you want to start a creative project, now is the time. It always falls sometime in the first quarter. It's the last sign of the zodiac, but it's in a new moon, so it's a little.
So it's the end of the zodiac cycle, I
and
think.
it's going.
So I read this quote about new moon in Pisces that I thought we would like. The more we allow ourselves to surrender to higher states of consciousness, the more we can immerse ourselves in our own magic.
That's right.
Bitch.
Yep. I got to do what I realized that I need to do is start getting better at probably citing sources.
Oh, I wrote down stylecaster.com.
Very nice. I didn't write down any of that.
We don't
I just took
advocate
all of it.
plagiarism.
We just do it.
We just copy it verbatim and repeat it as our
As
own
if
original
we-
copy. If anyone ever does this, it's gonna be
could be in a lot
legally
of trouble.
problematic.
Got music playing in the background. We don't have the rights to that.
We're saying people's
We even
names
address it. We're
without
like,
their.
yeah, we're like, don't come for us, musician. This is cool,
Yeah.
right?
I was editing episodes.
Like we couldn't even in the court of law be like,
We didn't know.
We talk about it. We know. We still do it.
We didn't know. But if it gets popular, maybe we'll have money. I don't know.
To fight those court battles. Or people just appreciate us. I think that's
Yeah.
what I'm going for.
I'll be like, these early episodes are garbage, but their later ones really, they figure out.
They really
refine
comes
it.
together.
It's really.
All right. So today we're talking about spirituality in honor of Pisces New Moon. And Pisces is ruled by the 12th house. And I learned something. I think maybe we probably both kind of knew this. And this actually doesn't have a lot to do with spirituality, but it's too fun to not talk about.
All right.
So when you think about the houses.
Yeah. What's the 12th house?
Well, just in general, the houses are stagnant in in astrology. And based on when you're born, you do that whole birth chart, that natal chart.
Right.
And you get planets that fall into or don't, like you could have an empty house, right? Like an empty 12th house, or maybe you have like, your.
I didn't know you could have an empty house.
Neptune. You can have an empty house based on how the planets are lining up.
Oh shit.
Right. And so like Neptune or Mars is in your 12th house. And so then you go and figure out what the fuck Neptune and Mars are all about. And then, so 12th house is really all about secrets, subconscious, hidden things.
Inner stuff.
Yeah,
Okay,
inner
okay.
stuff. And it's also about karma and karmic baggage and past
Ooh.
lives.
Shit.
And so if you find the stuff that's in your 12th house, you might be able to pinpoint kind of some subconscious triggers and baggage that you're carrying that's showing up in your life.
Great. And it's supposed to be a time of like surrender,
Yeah,
of
like
letting that shit go.
That's where your karma is in your 12th house.
Oh shit.
And so if you can
Nope.
find like what those things are, those planets that are showing up there, you can kind of start to piece together like, oh, these are my big karmic themes for my lifetime.
Well, is it different based on your chart? Because I have written down that like new moon in Pisces means it's Jupiter and Neptune right now. So does that mean that's in everybody's 12th house?
It's different based on your chart, which is your,
okay.
The day you were born, the time you were born, and the place you were born.
Well,
And
this
so-
dumb fucking website that I was reading was saying that these two things would affect every sign in
There's so
like
many layers. I just pick and choose the things that I like.
that
and
serve
I
me.
really liked what
It's-
this or
that
this
is
was
important.
heading. Yeah.
Cognitive bias can be used for good.
No, that's our intuition.
Yes.
and we're honoring
Yep.
that.
Mm.
So that's why we're doing it.
You're welcome.
We just pick and choose the things that
We want to cherry pick and get good news, dude.
But it's the fucking astrology, so,
Yeah.
I don't, well, maybe it is science, but I don't think it's science. I don't think any scientists think it's science. If you're a scientist, please chime in.
Let us know.
Comment below.
I'm a scientist.
All right, but so you said you lost your binder. Do you still have your chart?
Well,
We're gonna figure out what our karmic baggage is.
I don't know, but it has the same thing. We could read it together.
No, what are you talking about? We can't read it together. I have a
Oh,
chart
you
and
mean for
have a
our
chart.
charts?
Yeah.
Shit. All right, should we pause so I can look for it? Let me look for it one more
Okay.
time.
Hang tight. How do you pause on that
Tight.
little? There it is.
No,
Right.
yes.
And we're back.
So we're back. We found them. It's been several hours.
Yep. We don't love it.
We're
Actually not as illuminating as we thought.
No,
That's our
here-
birth chart.
Here are the pictures. Yeah. We're both
You can go to Cafe Astrology Cafe, something
Right.
like that, .com, and just
yes.
put in your date of birth and your time of birth.
astro.cafeastrology.com/natal.
I actually don't know my actual time of birth. I know roughly when it was.
Have you ever? I asked my mom. Did you ask your mom?
I asked my mom. She also does not know exactly when it was.
Oh,
But
yeah, I would
I do have
absolutely not know that.
baby book, and I just have to like find it. I have it because she gave it to me because she was like, here's all the stuff I kept of you when you were a child. I don't want it anymore.
And it was
I got
very
the
little.
yours.
Yes. No, my mom's been doing that to me
Yeah.
too. Of like, this shit's taking up space in my house.
Right. Like, I didn't tell you to keep it. Why are you giving it to me?
Right.
So that I can feel
And-
bad throwing away my artwork
Well,
from
no,
elementary
okay.
school?
So like, all right, they're no longer mementos. Like,
Right.
do you want me
You
to throw
kept
this
them
out for you?
because you cherished me as
I
a
would-
child. Like,
I would have rather you thrown them out and me not know that you kept this.
right?
Why would you bring it to my attention?
And now
that you
you
have
have
it.
to feel bad.
And it's
for
also
throwing it
garbage.
away.
I have
Yeah.
this and it's
I don't
garbage.
right, I don't want it anymore. So here, you do something with it.
God damn.
Yeah. They both did that to us.
Just don't.
My
Just throw it away.
my baby book.
I would never. Nobody did. No one asked for this. No one. I don't know.
But I did keep the baby book. I threw away all the artwork. So I'll have to go back and find where I
Oh, I
put
like-
that baby book and
My
see
mom
what
didn't
my
keep a single artwork. I have every report card. I have every official letter. I have all the paperwork of being a child.
all the official documents.
Yes, but I have no pictures. I have no artwork. I have nothing like
She
that.
kept the artwork, a couple of them, and it was nice to look at. But then I was like, I
Right.
have so much children's artwork that
Thank
I
you for
don't wanna
handing
keep,
me
and
this garbage.
I like, and I have to think about their feelings before I throw away their artwork. And I was like, and so
So
my
she
feelings
kept
are
it.
fine. I can just throw this away, and
That's
I feel
true.
good about
That's
this.
what it was. Like, oh, I'm gonna keep this forever.
Except only until you're like in your mid-30s, and that's when I actually don't care about your childhood or hanging on to memories. Here, you do something with it.
throw this away for me
Mhm.
in your mid-30s. I'll have you throw this away for me in your mid-30s. Parenting, an outside perspective, book coming soon.
All right. So
Where are we going?
so just real quick, because we talked about it. So we don't have any houses, or no, we don't have any planets in our 12th house.
Our
12th
houses
house
are
is empty.
empty.
Just the 12th house is empty.
So everybody has 12 houses and they all represent like an area of life.
Yeah, no, the 12th
But
house is
ours
really
are empty.
cool.
There's no
So
planet. So
it's
we're empty
endings,
vessels.
secrets, confined places, past lives, private life,
Does that mean we're new souls? We don't
And-
have past lives?
karmic baggage. No, that definitely is. That's impossible. We're so wise. That's
true.
literally impossible.
You're like angry. I
fact-
suggested it.
In fact, here it's all coming clear now. An empty 12th house means that you have fucking ascended. You have been around.
Nirvana.
We have no karmic baggage. we
are killing the
have
fucking game.
completed the karmic cycle.
Yeah, and we're just still here.
After this lifetime, folks, hey,
It's it.
come see us while you can. Because once this is over, we're not coming
This
back.
is the last hurrah.
We figured
We
it all
did-
out.
Kim and Jordan achieved nirvana.
With no hangups.
Nope, everything's perfect.
No hangups. Here, what
Everything's going great.
yeah, deeply hidden hangups.
Deeply.
Good. So here we go. Learning to uncover, overcome, and find peace with hidden drivers and hangups. We ain't got none.
Nope,
No
not a
need-
single fucking
No
one.
need for peace over
We've
here,
completed
y'all.
the karmic cycle.
We already took care of that.
It's next.
So with the literature, that's what it is. The literature from Pinterest states,
Oh, Pinterest.
so if you have an empty house, they say that you should see what sign falls in that house. So Pisces rules the 12th house, but on our birth charts, we have a sign in each house, I think. And so we looked that up. Kim's house, Kim has Virgo in the 12th house.
Oh yeah.
And I have Cancer in the 12th house. And so if you were to try and really dig around and like come up with some kind of karmic
Grasping at
baggage,
straws.
yeah, thank you. Then Kim's would be around work
Yeah.
and mine would be around emotional communication.
Sharing emotions.
And that's how
And that
I
just-
know that I've already
That we both,
overcome.
yeah.
We're so good. We're so good in those areas.
Still fine.
I actually don't need to communicate my
Right.
emotions anymore.
Absolutely
That's how
not.
good I am.
I never talk about work. I have super healthy work-life balance.
Feel really good
No
about
trauma
it.
there. Nope. See? Hey,
Salud.
congratulations. Perfect. So we're just
We've done
biding
it.
our time here as human beings.
We've done it. So we're shifting our focus from our karmic baggage to spirituality, which we're obviously experts on because we've been there, done that.
We are middle-aged white women.
We got it all. We have the answers.
We
y'all.
got it all. Please, all the follow-up questions.
Yep, because we'll figure out what to tell you.
No, I really do know what's best for everyone. So,
So, all right, tell me about it. We talked to we
What?
said this is spirituality. Well, you know what?
Oh,
Hold on. I want to pause.
okay.
When are we pulling our tarot card, Kim?
Now?
Our tarot expert.
Now feels like a good time.
I think so.
Yeah. That
Let's
felt
help. Let's
that
help.
felt organic.
Let's ask the tarot.
Does someone have to get up?
I told you to bring it over. You didn't listen. It's right there.
Oh my God, you
You're standing right there. I said, be sure you grab those tarot cards
I've
so
been
you don't
running
have to get up
around
again.
trying to get. You should get.
Why
am I always getting up?
I came fully prepared.
No, you didn't. Yeah, you did.
I got all my shit right here.
No, you didn't.
All right, so we're asking tarot to help us guide this conversation in our spiritual endeavors.
Yes.
What do we already know? What have we experienced? What are we hoping to experience? So, while you're shuffling, when I was first thinking and looking at Pisces, I was like, oh, spirituality. I understand. And these are the things that I have, like, I did this and this in spirituality. And then today, because I'm hungover and I'm in a Pisces state of mind, but I think it's just right because I think Pisces is not so much about,
It's a water sign. You're filtering.
well, yeah, and it's not so much about like spiritual endeavors and like going out there and doing shit. It's more about those states of in between which you don't really meet. Like you don't get there a lot, right? You can get there with
Yeah.
psychedelics.
Yeah.
And I bet that if I looked it up, the
Strongly
internet would tell
recommend.
me that psychedelic, like Pisces rules the psychedelics.
Yeah, it's pure water
If that's
world, man.
not on the internet, then we're gonna create it.
We just
Which
put it on the
sign-
fucking internet.
Which sign rules what drugs?
You're welcome, internet. Oh, we should just come up with that.
Yeah, no, I think we could make it.
We would know that better than anybody else. I
So,
feel like Leo is heavy cocaine energy.
right?
Pisces
So-
is heavy, maybe like Have you come down from ecstasy?
I was thinking about ecstasy too.
Come down though.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
they're like, oh, what am I doing?
But I think it's less like seeking and trying and striving for spirituality and more about that kind of indescribable feeling that you occasionally catch a glimpse of the thing that's greater than you that you're connected to.
And I think, yeah, that's being super inward. Like just being in
Yeah.
that world of there's something noticing me and my behavior and my thoughts and my feelings. Like there's something noticing that.
And it's a thing that you can't meet with your senses, right? It's like this,
Mm-hmm.
it's this otherness. And so, when have you felt that?
On drugs.
Only on drugs? You
No,
haven't
not
gotten
only on
there?
drugs. No, not only on drugs. A
I mean-
lot. I think it's one of those things like you turn it on or off. Once you've become aware of it, it's clear a lot and it makes everything better and easier. It just, I'm having the thought that, I'm having the feeling that, I'm having this experience. It just takes so much pressure off everything and makes everything clearer, which I think makes it easier to deal with and makes it better. But you make the choice. What do you want to do with it?
I don't feel like I have a choice at all. And like sometimes I
Really?
just have sometimes it just hits me where you can hear something or read something over and over again, but until you're in the right frame of mind, and not saying that there's any way to create the right frame of mind, it's just a thing that happens and you're like, oh,
But it's passive.
hey, oh, I suddenly get it and I'm suddenly slightly expanded for
Right.
understanding.
There's like a quote of like, I'm made bigger by knowing how small I am. But that's kind of how it feels. We should totally fucking do shrooms for the podcast.
You know, I was
They're legal in
thinking about,
DC.
I was thinking
If we
about,
buy them and use them in DC, we're fine. It's perfectly legal.
well, we'll buy them and use them here.
No, we won't. We will buy them and use them in DC where it's legal. We don't break laws.
And I was thinking about that too. So I was like, the drugs have gotten me to that place
It's
lots
a
of
very
times in my
easy-
life, but not necessarily in a clean way. Because I've also gotten there every now and then through meditation or through those aha moments of like
Yeah.
listening to kind
Yes.
of a spiritual book.
Fuck yeah. And that's what I'm saying.
And every time that I've done drugs since I've had these kids, and I don't know if it's the kids or a combination of like, I don't know what it is, but it's hard. It's hard for me to fully enjoy and lean into drugs.
That's fair.
And I don't know, I can't exactly explain why.
Does there need to be a why? It's
No.
just okay. Since
Well,
I
I
had
guess
kids, this is how I feel.
I want a why, and I want it to be the
Mm.
kids, and I want it to be
Okay.
that once they get old enough that I will be able to enjoy it again.
Oh,
You know,
like it takes you too far away.
right? Like, because
Okay.
it feels like such a deep connection sometimes when when I have taken drugs
Well,
in
shit,
the
you've done
past.
better drugs than I have.
And it feels like such a deep connection, either with the people that you're with or with the universe, or you tap into something that that you can't do when you're just sitting there with all your ego all up in the way. Like it helps to peel a little bit of that back and it feels great. But then if I take that vibe to like home and the kids are there, right? Like I'm like coming down.
No,
from
you
something,
can't. No.
It's just
no.
it completely
It changes it changes you.
wanna
You're gonna
die.
be weird as fuck in front of
Yeah,
those
and
kids.
it makes
No.
me so miserable.
Okay, so okay, really, your objection is you don't want to do it in front of your kids.
Well, like not
I
in front of
agree.
my kids, but like
I'm thinking of like you and I, we go like get a hotel in DC and we buy a
Yeah.
bunch of shrooms
like
and then
it
we
would
go
have
play.
to be like an overnight trip.
Exactly.
I think that that's the problem. I
But-
don't have overnight trips that like hardly at all away from
But
my
so
kids.
if we did that
we
though,
plan that.
I think you still would feel because
Yeah.
you're still not available like in an emergency if something happens to Carlos, like you're not gonna
Well, and I think it's
feel
almost,
100% comfortable.
it's almost deeper than that. I want to say that the kids really tether you to the earth in a very like concrete kind of way.
Okay.
Like there's a line from me to them, and I am tethered firmly to the earth, and it's like hard to get up into like an astral kind of psychedelic feeling realm because I'm constantly tethered.
Yeah.
Because they're young, and like that's,
I
and I
feel
just think
that like
that's what
it
it
feels
is.
like a
It feels like a
concrete.
string.
Yeah.
Like that's tied to my chest.
Yo, that
and their
explains a
bodies.
lot. Yeah.
And
Oh, I
so
get
when
that.
I'm out there trying to like do me,
You can't
right? Like I'm just
right.
trying to live my
explore
life.
my astral plane as a perfectly evolved human being.
Yeah, like or like yeah, exactly.
You
And
can't
like,
do
but,
it.
like even just getting back to myself in
Yeah.
a way that feels really like truly me. It's hard, and it feels like it's not the I have to think about it, and I have to really like meditate on that, because there's something going on there that like is a block. It's just
Right.
like this hard block. So I want to get past that. And I don't know if it's just I'll only be able to do it when they get older.
Yeah, I think
Or-
exactly what the fuck that is.
Right? I mean, maybe that's motherhood.
That's exactly what it sounds like to me.
And that's motherhood. Like
Right,
maybe that's
yeah,
just
okay.
like you are
So vibe.
like you're here for these kids, and it's not time to do you.
When
I'm
Bianca
trying,
turns
man.
18, we are gonna do so much acid.
15, you know? Like,
Nope, 18.
legal. It's all about the law.
We care a lot about the law. The two of us together.
See, I don't think I have any. This is a perfect example. I have just expressed my emotions beautifully. Karmic wizard.
What does that mean?
You think all the Indians would appreciate my my being the karmic wizard?
We did have kind of a disclaimer about cultural appropriation at the beginning. We probably should
We need to
revisit
put
that.
back in there.
I don't know, but I kind of want more sake.
Yeah, there's a whole other bottle in the fridge.
It's very multicultural. You know,
Sake, karma.
whiteness.
We really got it all.
all. Incest.
All right, so I wrote some things down, but tell me. So when I first started thinking about spirituality, and I was like, does religion count? And I said,
Yes.
no, I bet you there's another house that covers religion and
However you find it, if you find it in big organized religions or not, it's like how you find it. I think it's the same thing. I think the organization of that is what creates problems.
All right, come sit down. Where are you going? Bring that sake over here, though.
Oh, God
Please.
damn it.
Look, I got you before you sat. Please, and thank you. So I was thinking religion, but then I think for you and I both, because we don't have super religious upbringing, so it's not like we come to our spirituality through Jesus or anything like that.
No, but I went to like church daycare and shit. It was cheap.
And that's what I was thinking about too.
It's a good
I
resource.
have had religious experiences, and by and large, not spiritual, but I can think of like one organized religion spiritual event. So,
All right.
what are they called when you do overnight with the church kids?
Youth group. Yeah.
Youth group. So
Youth group shit. Yeah.
I went to,
Yeah, you took me to one. Okay.
and so I've been to 2 youth group events.
I've been to a couple too, yeah.
Only in my case, and I don't know if it was the same
I
for you,
don't remember.
I didn't know anyone. I was not a
No.
part of the church.
But you brought, like, what did we do? I don't remember. I remember
You don't
that.
remember? We
No.
went to that church. We did an overnight stay in a church with a bunch of like
Boys.
preteen kids.
Yeah.
You ended up kissing that one boy,
Yes.
and like
Okay.
in the chapel.
Yes. We were
Right?
in the chapel. We
Because
were
we
in
were
the
just
pews.
running all throughout the church.
We
And
were
I
in the
think that that's what
pews.
fucking youth group is about, is
These overnight sex kind of
preteen
fest.
kids.
We
Yeah.
made
And
out.
they
How
were-
old
and
were
they were all
we?
kind of assholes. They were just,
You
it was
were-
very cliquish.
Yo. Yeah, but like every social interaction at that age is.
So coming in as a outsider
How
into,
old were we?
it was 12 or 13. Probably 12.
Good God, dude.
And
Javi's
So-
how old?
gonna be 10 this year.
Right. Like, can you like? I don't want you making out with anybody in a fucking church. I'm gonna punch you in the
And I
face.
want to say that they're like different kids these days, but they're not. Some of his
They're
friends
not.
are exactly the kids we were.
Oh yeah.
And those fucking youth group kids.
Oh, yeah.
Oversexed fucking preteen. Like, I don't understand.
It's that fucking repressive. When I went to Rome to see Alexa, she was like, "Yeah, these Italian boys love American girls because they're so sexually repressed. Like once they get here, they like freak out."
Can't handle.
Yeah, so that's what youth group is. It's like letting a little air out of the tire. We weren't
First
church kids, so
time.
we weren't like horny and like, oh, this is the only time we
Yeah.
get to act out. We were like, what the fuck is
But
happening?
I remember specifically being like, man, it would be nice if these kids would accept me. But that's just
Yeah.
never gonna happen in a church
But it
setting. No, it was
we
like
were
we were
accepted
like,
into like the socialization. I was making out with somebody in the pews.
yep.
What were you doing when I was making out with somebody?
I don't know, but I digress. That's not the point. What I'm trying to say is I remember the first time I went, it was to like some retreat.
Yeah.
And one of the first things they did
Start
when
fucking.
everyone arrived was they fucking sat there and sang like Jesus songs.
Yeah, the hymns and
hymns.
shit. Yeah, that's them like being a church.
The hymns.
That's doing church.
And I've done Christian summer camp.
Cool. Yeah.
And then later in life,
We
when
had
I
to
went on a
memorize the Lord's
yoga
Prayer.
retreat, we sang Sanskrit prayers, and those moments have been some of my clearest, cleanest spiritual moments. Like
Singing
I think
the
singing,
hymns.
I
That feels
think,
right.
yeah, it was beautiful. It was just it stood out. And so there, I was thinking about that
That
as a
connection.
spiritual, like,
That is spiritual.
Yeah.
And music,
you just
yeah.
feel it. And
Right.
it's like when everyone comes together and singing specifically religious songs. And I don't know if it's just because the intention and everyone's singing.
Bar where they say like Freebird or something like.
Yeah, but that's different. I was thinking about that too. Like music moves people.
Mhm.
Music can be spiritual in and of itself.
Right, it's
And it
different
can
if it
move
has
you
a-
and it hits you in different ways. But yeah.
Right.
And the only reason I can say that with some certainty for myself is because I went and did the Sanskrit prayers and we would sing those every day. And that shit was just the most magical fucking transcend.
Just
like
and
those big butterflies
Yes.
would come flying through and like,
oh God, that sounds amazing.
yeah, it was amazing.
Jesus Christ. I want to. Yeah.
What?
Jealous.
Jealous of
The butterflies and the
the fucking, yeah, the yoga retreat.
Yeah.
The yoga retreat
I want
was,
to do that.
it was really amazing.
Yeah.
All right. What we got? Tarot reader Kim.
What are our intentions?
Our intention is we want the cards to guide us in our conversation and our exploration of spirituality during this Pisces new moon.
It feels like when you went to the psychic. She's like, what do you want to know about? You were like,
Just
career and
general
family.
spiritual, because this shit, maybe I have the wrong idea.
Okay.
Maybe it's not that
Let's
I
get a little more
mistrust
specific.
psychics. It's just that I think that you can't ask for anything specific of the universe. Is
Oh,
that what's
shit.
happening?
Maybe. Yeah.
Is that what's
feels
happening?
right.
That like you can't ask for what you want, or you
Yeah.
can't ask for specific. Like maybe
Are
I
you
know.
just acting out against the idea of like manifestation?
I don't know. I think when I think about manifesting, I have a hard time getting granular on it. So
Yeah.
like
But you can be
feel like that's-
like
and I feel like that's something that's missing from my life, that I actually don't know the things I want because I don't take the time to sit down and really think about it.
okay.
Right? Like
So-
it's just a general idea, but maybe that's not a general kind
Hey.
of gal.
First step is noticing it. So now that it's here, we notice it. Let's get granular. What do you want to see out of this new moon? Let's get as specific as you are comfortable
Well,
getting.
let's see how this new moon.
Yeah.
All right, this new moon, I gotta have a theme or else I have no direction in
It's
life.
introspection.
It's creativity,
Right.
but it's also intuition and
Inner world shit.
it just going with the flow. It's flow, which is tough. I think
Fluidity.
maybe for me, I actually don't know. I don't know.
You sound kind of anxious about it.
So
Just
Well,
go with the
no.
flow. I can do that.
like maybe I am always going with the flow. Am I? Do you know yourself at all? Because I
I
don't
do.
know myself.
Well,
at
no,
all.
I know a little. I'm sure it's not all of it.
You know,
I
actually,
continue to surprise and disappoint myself all the time.
well, people are always
But you
like,
you're very structured. You're very like task, calendar.
yeah.
Like, yeah, you're
Do you
not.
know what intuition feels like?
Yes.
Tell me. Like what? Tell me a moment. Because okay, so here's
All
what I
the-
think.
I live my life on it. It's
Let
not
me-
always accurate, but I
Let
live
me
my life
give
on it.
you an
All right,
example,
give me
and
an
you tell me if this is intuition.
Okay.
I don't use my seatbelt very often. And
Why fucking
sometimes
you're still doing that?
and sometimes I get in the car and I have a feeling that I should put my seatbelt on.
Yeah.
And then I do.
No.
Is that intuition?
Nah.
No?
It's
That's
common
my whole definition.
fucking sense. Yo, you're still not wearing your
I
seatbelt?
knew that would get you. You're missing the point.
No, I'm not. You are.
All right. What's another example?
Well,
A
maybe that
less-
is the point. Only sometimes are you like this basic safety measure that everyone's agreed on that
No,
is-
see, I'm not thinking that through at all. Usually I get in and I don't think about the seatbelt at all, and so I don't put it on.
why don't you think about it at all?
But then I do. If
What-
I do
were you
think
born in
about
the
it,
70s?
if I do think about it, I'm like, that's my intuition. And so
No.
and then actually now we're talking about it. There's a moment where I fight back against it, and I'm like, fuck you. Tell me to put my seatbelt on, intuition.
Oh,
And I'm like,
wow.
but then
Okay.
maybe not. Maybe I
Mm.
should. And then I put
Mm.
my seatbelt on.
Oh,
That's
I
not
want to do
intuition?
therapy at you. I wanna do therapy at you.
All right, so that's my example of intuition. You tell me how intuition shows up in your life.
All the fucking time. I can tell within, as soon as I join a meeting on Zoom, I can tell exactly how that person's feeling. Like, it's
Yeah.
a good day, it's a bad day, how do you approach this? How do you say hello? That's intuition.
Okay. Yeah,
Like my subconscious is paying attention to 1,000 different cues, informing me of something, and when I follow that.
I
that's
have that. And okay, maybe is that one kind of intuition? And then there's the other stuff because
the other stuff, okay, I need you to come up with a different example because you remembering to wear your seatbelt is
it's
not
not
some
remembering.
higher
trust me.
level knowledge.
It's not a
Okay,
remembering type situation.
it feels like that. Well,
Believe you
how
me.
are you distinguishing it?
Well, because it's like, oh, I forgot that thing. Let me go grab it. It's never that, but it's not really a firm choice. Like I'm not getting in every day, like vacillating between should I, shouldn't I. It is just that I don't put it on. And then sometimes there's just a little thing that's like, put it on. I feel like that's intuition. The intuition that you're talking about.
No, we're gonna
Feels
stay
like-
with this, you not wearing a motherfucking seatbelt.
Yes.
If it's not some sort of internal rebellion against big seatbelt or something, like what is it?
Fucking-
Why? Just wear your fucking seatbelt.
Got
I
it.
love you. I don't want you to fly through a
Totally
windshield.
get it. So
You're my favorite person.
intuition.
Okay. When my alarm goes off. I've been right about when someone's actually around and it's actually being triggered. That there's a person there. It just happened. And it was somebody dropping off my keys.
That's intuition. Yeah, right? Like feeling a presence. I can pick
No,
up
I
on cues from people.
Oh,
And I
you
think
want,
I
like, a
read people-
description? Yes, that's what it is.
Okay.
There's just as many neurotransmitters in your gut as there are in your brain. Your body can only process so much stimuli at once. Like everything you see, every little twitch of an eye, every little leaf blowing behind you, all of that, every smell of all the pheromones and stress, and there's so many cues. There's so much happening. You can only, your little fucking monkey brain can only process so much in that present moment. Your gut is processing the rest of it. So if something is just telling you like, this is fucked up, fucking honor that. Or if something feels right, honor that.
It's so much less fun than what I like that fight or flight, like feeling that
Right.
lower.
If it triggers that, get the fuck out.
Like
That's
not-
intuition.
that's not what I want intuition to be.
But it is.
Right? Because I can, and maybe this is what it is. I don't know. I feel like I can intuitively read other people. I know
That's what it
their
is.
personalities and like that they, I can interact with people in a way because I intuitively understand who they are without having to know
Yes.
like everything about them.
So wait, I have a good
Okay.
our yoga retreat when we went to that like barn thing,
Mhm.
and that girl that was setting up the buffet and lunch, and you were like, from this one interaction, I know all I need to know about her.
Yeah.
And when you told me about it, I was, yes, that is
Exactly who that person is.
right. That's intuition.
That's, I
Being able to observe that and
but don't you,
extrapolate from it, I think is intuition.
so do you have intuition for yourself personally?
Never, ever at all.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't know shit about myself. I can tell
Or
you
how
everything
to
about everyone all the time.
intuitively be like, this is the thing that I'm supposed
No, I
like,
have
this
no
is the
idea.
right choice. This is the,
Nope.
oh, I should do that. Oh, I should, no, there's zero
Fucking
intuition.
Never.
That's what I
No.
want into, like, that's what I'm like, oh, I
No.
actually don't understand intuition because I have none of that for myself.
Oh,
Because
that's true.
I don't know, like, I don't know myself. I don't know if it's that I don't know myself well enough, but actually that's part of it.
You
Because
do though.
I'll sit and watch these videos back, and it's been a fun exercise, or listen back to us.
Yeah.
And I get a totally different perspective on myself that I am incapable of getting living inside my own head and body and heart.
Oh, you've been paying better attention than I have.
It's fun. Like, it's not like every moment I'm like, oh, look at that other human.
But I've just been listening to him like, do I say anything that's going to get me fired or piss somebody off? That's the lens I've been listening to him. I haven't really been like reflecting.
I don't think so, because here's what I think I mean. I will listen back to it, and both of you, or both you and I, when we were like, oh, we have to go back and listen to these and edit them, we were dreading it because we have such a low, we have such low regard, low self-esteem, such low regard for ourselves that we're like, no, everything you say will be great, but I'm gonna be fucking garbage, and we can just delete everything I say and just have this really weird one-sided conversation, right? Like, we were really dreading it.
That is exactly how each of us felt.
But then we went into it trying to listen to it from a perspective of someone who isn't somebody who hates us
as
automatically.
Third eye.
Yeah.
Who doesn't just
Assume
assume we're
inherently hate everything about these people.
Okay, the attachment episode. I call myself fundamentally unlovable.
That is
like 30 times.
But listening to that as an objective, like trying to be objective,
It's
hard.
funny.
But it's interesting. I actually can love myself a little bit more.
Right.
Like, that's strong. That's a strong
Yeah,
word, but you know what I'm
not
saying?
get carried away.
You have a different perspective, at least a slightly more positive perspective. Yeah, a little
kinder eyes.
right?
Yeah,
It's
kinder
been interesting. It's been
It
a really
is.
kind of interesting exercise, and it actually like expanded my like cold Grinch heart by a size for myself. Yeah, for yourself, right?
Awesome.
Yeah,
And that
like,
makes me super happy.
it's nice. It's nice. And I hope, are you like, I feel like you've had a similar experience, but like,
Yeah.
because that's what you said. You were like, we're actually, it's not as bad as I thought it was going to be.
We're
We're
I
actually
enjoyed
funny.
listening to it.
Right?
I was like, we are adorable and charming and we're wonderful.
And it's almost like we kind of know it.
We do.
We kind of know it.
We're adorable and
but we won't allow ourselves to ever admit it.
Oh, I'm admitting it. Admit it,
Because-
Jordan. It might be
But now
good
that
for
I'm listening to it, I'm like, oh, wait. Those girls really got something.
you.
Yeah.
We're smart, awesome people. We like smart, awesome things.
So it's,
And we like ourselves.
I don't know where I was going with that as far as like intuition.
Pisces moon. It is intuition.
We are using our intuition to push past all of our reservations about doing this project. Because we intuitively know that our love for each other will transcend our self-hate.
Yes. Oh,
Yeah. There you go.
oh,
Look at us knowing intuition.
Oh, Bubba. I love you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mhm.
We love each other more than we hate ourselves.
That's really, really nice.
That should be-
That's what friendship is all about. I think that
Aw.
that's what friendship is all
That's why
about.
we're really friends.
Well, I think that
We're the
maybe that's
real
why
friends.
anyone is friends. But no, you're
Yeah.
right. Actually, it's only us. The rest of your friendships are garbage.
Are garbage.
They're fucking fake bullshit.
Have you even achieved full karmic?
We zero karma, bitches. So
All right. I'm pulling some tarot cards. Would you 3?
yeah. Well, here, no, let's do one, talk about it, and then decide if we like it. And if we don't, then we'll pull another one
All right.
to inform further
Okay,
our
so we're just gonna
path on this Pisces new moon. And you know what? And that is true. What I am tapping into my intuition. I think intuition for yourself might be if you can possibly drown out your internal critic long enough to just let yourself do something that you want to do, then that's intuition.
I like that.
Right? Is that true?
Yeah, meaning your like core true self with kindness. Absolutely. But I think
It's
that's
like a
letting go of
reach.
the critic though. Like you're not nobody's sucking your dick or anything, but you're acknowledging your strengths where they are.
Yeah, like you see the critic, you're like, hey man, I fucking see you, and I'm right there with you. I
I'm
think
the
this
worst one.
This is terrible,
Yeah,
but I'm gonna do it anyways.
Yeah, that's
Maybe
bravery.
that's intuition and bravery. All right. Okay, we're drawing one card to guide us on this loving conversation as we explore Pisces.
All right, cut it.
Oh, cut it.
Oh, it's fine. You pulled it.
I pulled it. All right.
Okay.
Page of Pentacles. Tell me all about it, Kim.
Page of Pentacles.
Uh-oh.
No, I do know.
You do
Pentacles
know.
is like money and shit.
Pentacles is what? Prosperity or just money?
No,
I love this spreadsheet.
I made a spreadsheet.
Fucking love it.
Wait.
Okay. And the first one is Page of Pentacles.
Oh, fuck. Yes. Okay.
What do we need to know?
Oh, shit. Okay. What do we need to know? Page of Pentacles means dreams, enthusiasm, new opportunity
Dreams. It's
on
all
the
coming
brink
together.
of a lucky new venture and are full of energy and enthusiasm
New
to
moon.
bring it about.
New moon
Sun.
in Pisces, dreams,
Yes.
new adventures, and
And
Pentacles is all about the money, bitches, and that's
resources,
what we're here for.
finances.
You thought it was to disseminate
Enlighten
this
you.
fucking
Disseminate.
information. We're full of it. But that's,
Disseminate. Okay.
and you know
Gonna
what?
edit that.
That's another thing.
Mm.
So
Mm,
it's all
mm.
Pisces energy is all about creativity. And have you felt it? Like think back to the last couple days. I feel like I've felt a little more creative,
No, I haven't.
a little more in the flow.
I haven't. You know what my coworkers were saying was like this time of year, this exact like 3-week period, early March, is like people go fucking nuts, especially women. Like there's just something weird in the water, in the moon, like something happens.
It's well, spring is coming.
Right. And they were like, we don't know if it's like people coming out of winter, like, oh, I thought it would be better once the weather got warmer, but it got warmer and I still don't feel better. So that's why I'm going crazy. But like, no,
It's people emerging from their cocoons.
I
and they
felt
don't know
crazy.
how to act.
Right. I don't. I
Yeah.
felt crazy. Penny's been acting crazy.
The flowers are starting to bloom.
Does that make me crazy?
No, it's just you vibing with the energy of the universe. That's a crazy time.
It is.
Think about everything that has led to this moment that's all been working in the dark, working underground all winter long to start fucking pushing flowers up through the earth, through the blackness. That's a crazy time.
Holy fuck.
Yeah. Like the cherry blossoms, the first ones, right? Because there's 3 different cherry blossoms, at least here where we are.
Yeah.
And the first ones have already started blooming.
Okay.
Like, it's a wild time. As far as the earth goes and what's happening in the cells of our
And what's
planet, yeah, the shit is coming to life.
Yo, did you have a gummy?
No, I just am
Okay.
connected.
You are.
Fucking
Oh,
no
shit, man.
karmic baggage.
No.
I love it. That's a revelation.
Yo, but it
I was
fits,
so
right?
excited.
It just
I was like,
fits.
we're gonna learn about our baggage. We're gonna like see it and we're gonna be like, oh snap, look, that is our
Well,
baggage.
because we needed somebody to point it out to us because we were like, where is it?
Because I have
I can't.
I just don't
I don't see
what
anything.
baggage. I'm
I've just
fucking
been
light in my
Airy
lips.
as fuck.
I'm just fucking walking on clouds over here.
Fucking
Nothing weighing me
angel
down.
dream.
And it makes perfect sense. At
It
first,
does.
I was upset, and now I understand. It's all coming. All right.
All right, what are we
So,
looking at?
Pentacles. Page of Pentacles. I love tarot so much. Can we pull at least one more card? I feel like we probably need two
Wait.
more because two cards doesn't.
Yeah,
it's
you
wrong.
need 3 is good for like the universe.
Mhm.
All right, Queen of Cups.
Queen of Cups.
This is a good thing. All right. The cups is like emotions, relationships, love, intuition, habits, good things. So it's internally focused,
Did you say
compassion.
intuition? Was intuition one of those things?
Yes, dude.
Fucking-
That's
my bitch.
cups. It's
That's
the inner
cups.
world. It's cups, man.
Cups, just drinking out of cups.
Oh, we should do drugs on the internet. We should.
Those will be our Patreon episodes.
All right, so it's compassion, comfort, virtuous, wise, mature, older woman figure.
Oh, it's that fucking older woman figure thing that came up not that long ago. We're like, that
We're like,
doesn't-
that obviously
I guess
doesn't
some
apply.
woman's gonna come in to my life. Because the more you read into it, it's like, no, really, specifically, an older woman is going to
You
step
are-
into the picture.
No.
You are the older woman.
No, so some estranged auntie's gonna come out of the woodwork.
All right. You know what we didn't do? Is
Okay.
we did not set a timer. Like
No,
you
all
said
right,
we
all
would.
right, all right, all right.
Curious. How long are we going?
That's a fun
How long
stuff.
have we gone? So
Yeah, I
far?
don't know. It might be time to be over.
There's no way. There's still so much to talk about.
Okay.
Bye. Does it tell you?
I don't know my face.
Here's my face.
Wait, okay, let's
Is-
just pause.